I have here two of the most powerful beginner portable piano keyboards from two of the most established brands, Yamaha and Casio. In this video, we're going to find out which of these very similarly priced piano keyboards is better and which one fits your needs. I have previously done an in-depth review and demonstration of the Yamaha PSR-E373 and Casio CT-S400. You can find links to it in the description below. The street price of the Yamaha PSR-E373 is at least 10% cheaper than the Casio CT-S400. Yamaha starts off with 1.4 being cheaper. After all, who doesn't like to save some money? The prices fluctuate with seasonal promotions. For your convenience, you can find links to the latest updated price in the description below. Do check it out after this video. While both keyboards have 61 full-size keys, the key action and key tops cannot be more different. The keys on the Casio are inclined towards piano players. The CT-S400 has box-shaped semi-weighted keys and are better for playing acoustic and electric piano tones, as the keys provide a little bit more resistance than the PSR-E373. However, for all other sounds such as trumpets, flutes, guitars, saxophones, and synth sounds, the synth action keys on the PSR-E373 are a better choice. Both keyboards have 4 velocity curves, and it's easy to find one that matches your playing style. The key surface of the PSR-E373 is smooth and glossy versus the matte micro-textured key tops of the Casio, which I personally prefer. The keys on the Yamaha are also noticeably noisier than the keys on the Casio. This may be a deal breaker for you if you are fussy about key noise. For this round, both keyboards get a point as they each have their own unique advantage. The Yamaha PSR-E373 comes with 622 tones, whereas the Casio CT-S400 comes with 600 tones. Both keyboards support dual voice layers, keyboard voice splits, as well as the functionality to independently adjust the volume mix of each voice layer. The Casio has a large selection of acoustic and electric pianos, organ, EDM, as well as ethnic instruments. The Yamaha, on the other hand, excels with their acoustic instrument voices such as saxophones, flutes, guitars, harmonicas, and accordions. While the PSR-E373 may not have as many piano, organ, or electric piano voices, the one it has are excellent, and I didn't feel the need to have more. The 48-note polyphony is identical on both keyboards. Yamaha introduced their super articulation light technology with the PSR-E373, and the articulation button is great for precise control of sample switches for guitars, flutes, saxophones, and brass voices. Casio, on the other hand, uses velocity to switch samples rather than a button. However, on the Casio, these velocity switched voices are limited, and I often wish the Casio had a couple more. I was looking forward to velocity switched flute and saxophone voices on the Casio, but there isn't any. In this category, I am giving Yamaha the point as it not only has more instruments, but the voices in the PSR-E373 sound great right out of the box without further tweaking. If you are still looking for your first keyboard, you can find my list of recommended keyboards, digital pianos, and music learning apps in the description below. If voices are the ingredients for making good music, quality effects such as digital signal processors, arpeggiators, and note harmonizers are the spices that make instrument samples come alive. The Yamaha PSR-E373 comes with 38 DSPs such as amp simulations, rotary speakers, and distortion, which can be assigned to any sound. While the Casio also has DSPs, the difference is the effects are baked right into the sounds. You do not get the option to change to a different DSP or even to vary the amount of DSP effect applied. I am also further disappointed that the Casio has just 100 arpeggiators for the synth lovers, while Yamaha has 150. The CT-S400 also has just 12 melody harmonizers, while the PSR-E373 has 26 types. As such, I don't think anyone will fault me for awarding a point to the Yamaha PSR-E373 this round. The Yamaha PSR-E373 and the Casio CT-S400 are arranger keyboards. This means you can play chords in real time to trigger an accompaniment. Casio has included 200 rhythms with the CT-S400 with the option of loading an additional 10 third-party rhythms you can download from the internet. The Yamaha PSR-E373 on the other hand has 5 more rhythms than the Casio. Just like the Casio, the E373 can also load 10 additional third-party styles from the internet in addition to the 205 built-in rhythm accompaniments. For each style, both keyboards have an intro, ending, 2 rhythm variations, and 2 rhythm fills, making them equally capable. In my opinion, Casio has more contemporary styles, however Yamaha's styles engine is simply better with smoother transitions between rhythm variations and fills. It is therefore no surprise that the Yamaha PSR-E373 gains a point here. If you want to learn how to play with chords and rhythm accompaniment like this, you can check out my best-selling beginner keyboard course at jeremyc.com after this video. Link in the description. The number of chord detection modes when playing with an accompaniment is where the Yamaha PSR-E373 falls short. It is disappointing that Yamaha continues to only support 2 modes, the fingered and smart chord mode. In my opinion, the smart chord mode is too inflexible and I haven't found any reason to use it with any of my students. Casio, on the contrary, has included 6 different chord detection modes, including the support for the very important slash chords. The Casio CT-S400 is a no-brainer for those who intend to take the Trinity College of London keyboard exams. The Yamaha PSR-E373 just doesn't meet the minimum requirement for many grades. As such, Casio gets a point here. With tablet and smartphone apps, onboard lesson modes on keyboards are not as important as before. However, it continues to be an invaluable feature, especially in less affluent markets. The Yamaha PSR-E373 has a lesson mode with more than 200 songs as well as a touch tutor, which trains the student to modulate and control their key touch, and a chord dictionary, which shows you how to play various chords. Casio has somehow decided that their LKS450 deserves the lesson modes, while buyers of the CT-S400 are unlikely to need these learning aids. While some may argue that Casio has the Kodana app It does require a student to have access to a tablet, internet access, and suitable cables before it is useful. As such, I don't think anyone will disagree with me that Yamaha wins this round. Both the PSR-E373 and CT-S400 are powerful keyboards, and a feature to save user voice and rhythm settings you took time to configure is invaluable. And here the legacy architecture of the Yamaha PSR-E373 rears its ugly head. While the Casio CT-S400 allows you to save a whopping 32 user registrations, the Yamaha PSR-E373 has a paltry 9 onboard user registration slots. You would think a keyboard with a plethora of configurable DSPs, effects, arpeggiators, and melody harmonizers would have more user slots, but apparently Yamaha thinks otherwise. And again, for those who are taking their keyboard exams, 9 user registration slots just simply isn't enough. Casio gets a well-deserved point this round. Both the Yamaha and Casio keyboards let you record up to 5 of your own performances internally. However, on the Casio, you can perform multi-track recording of up to 5 tracks, whereas the PSR-E373 comes with a very basic 2-track recorder. If the story ends here, it is clear that Casio is a winner this round. However, the Yamaha PSR-E373 has a built-in USB audio interface. You can use Yamaha's innovative Record and Share app on your smartphone and a USB cable to record clean and pure digital audio and video from your keyboard directly onto your phone. The high-fidelity digital audio or video can be quickly shared via WhatsApp, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or Messenger. This feature itself is a massive selling point which even very expensive pro keyboards do not have. It is disappointing that Casio, after so many iterations of their portable keyboards, still do not have this feature. Sorry Casio, but Yamaha beats you in this round. I have a video tutorial on how to use Yamaha's Record and Share app. I will link it in the description. Just comparing specifications alone, both Yamaha PSR-E373 and Casio CT-S400 have almost identical speaker systems driven by a 5 watts amplifier. At max volume, however, the Yamaha is louder. However, because the Casio CT-S400 has a bass port, the frequency separation is clearer and more distinct. If volume is important to you, get the Yamaha. If cleaner sound is what you are after, get the Casio. I personally value clarity over volume, and Casio gets a point this round. I wasn't a fan when Casio went minimalistic with the PXS digital pianos. Casio has done it once more with their CT-S keyboards. You get a minimal number of panel buttons with the CT-S400, as most functions have been relegated to the context-aware backlit LCD screen and a customizable home screen. The Yamaha, on the other hand, has way more buttons than the Casio. As such, my user experience has less friction with the Yamaha PSR-E373. With fewer buttons on the CT-S400, selecting voices, rhythms, and functions just takes more steps and more button presses than necessary. Many things which can be performed with a single press on the Yamaha PSR-E373 are nested in the menu system on the Casio. Less is more just isn't applicable when it comes to buttons on keyboards. Take for example, selecting a tone or a rhythm. You have to go to a category on the LCD and turn the dial to get to a tone. On the Yamaha, you just punch the number on the keypad that corresponds to that tone, which is so much easier. Once more, the legacy architecture of the Yamaha keyboard shows. From my own user experience, Yamaha wins this round when it comes to ease of use. The Casio CT-S400's trump card is portability. There is simply no competition here. While both keyboards can run on AA batteries in addition to a power adapter, the Yamaha is significantly bigger than the Casio and also weighs more. Handling and carrying around the Casio is just way more convenient with the carry handle as well as the strap pins for attaching a guitar strap. Casio knocks out the Yamaha when it comes to portability. The Casio CT-S400 has a couple of extra tricks up its sleeves, and here are 2 of them. While both keyboards can connect to a DAW or music learning apps on your laptop, tablet, or smartphone via a USB cable, Casio gives you the option to purchase a wireless Bluetooth adapter. Given a choice, I would prefer wireless MIDI anytime. The optional adapter, while pretty expensive, also supports wireless audio streaming. However, this audio streaming is only one way. You can transmit audio to the CT-S400 speakers, but the keyboard isn't able to transmit audio to external Bluetooth amplifiers. Personally, this is my preferred method of streaming -1 backing tracks versus the 3.5mm auxiliary audio cable. One advantage the Casio has over the Yamaha is a pitch bend wheel. For those who like to play synth instruments as well as saxophone, trumpets, where there are really a lot of pitch bend, or if you are playing ethnic instruments, really a pitch bend is almost critical, because without a pitch bend, it's really hard to make the voices sound realistic. While both these keyboards are evenly matched, their features target specific demographics. Casio has a trendier, more portable, and more fun package, while the Yamaha packs a punch with its voices, rhythm accompaniment, and USB audio interface. In my opinion, the best keyboard is the one you have with you when you need it. While the Yamaha PSR-E373 might just be a little bit more superior than the Casio CT-S400, I am willing to bet that the Casio is the keyboard you will bring with you on road trips, campfires, and casual gigs. One more thing, Casio, if you're watching this, we really want the CT-S400 in red, white, and maybe even blue. Do check out the latest prices as well as my list of recommended keyboards, digital pianos, and music learning apps in the description. You can also find my comprehensive in-depth video reviews for each of this keyboard in the description. I hope you found my comprehensive comparison useful in your buying choice. My name is Jeremy C, and I'll see you in my next video.